Hi, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my raised bed. And a disclaimer before I even start doing this is totally my experience doing this. I did research on how to do things, so I did got the proper items and the proper material I needed to do a raised bed. If you find it helpful for the first time, if you're going to do it for the first time like I am, that'll be great. If you're an expert, you gotta understand this is my first time doing a raised bed. So don't go ahead and rage on the comments that I don't know how to do something or am I doing something wrong, because again, this is my first time doing a raised bed and I'm just going to show you my experience and how I'm going to do that raised bed. So now that we got that out on the air, let's go ahead and get started. The first things that we're gonna need is, of course, a raised bed. If you don't already have one built, they sell some already built, but this one my husband did for me, and this is made out of pallets. He brought the pallet and took it out and built this. If you can see right here, there's the two of the planks, one of the pieces he cut in half to make it a little bit look like a little bit thinner, and then he add this other one so he is able to screw this one to this side and this one to the other side, excuse me. And so the raised bed was totally free. And the potting that I'm going to be putting into the raised bed would be this potting mix, because it's raised bed and potting mix. I got this at my local Home Depot, and this is raised bed and potting mix by Garden Kellogg Organics, and it's an organic plus mix for the raised bed. Of course, you can do your own. Like I told you, it's the first time I'm doing mine, so I'm going to go ahead and go safe and start with this one. This has nutrients. It's for raised beds, for fruits and vegetables and herbs, annual and perennials, people, pet, and planet safe. And I have all of these three things. I do have pets. They don't go around my vegetables or stuff, but you never know if they were ever to get out. They come and eat any of these things. I have children, so it's safe if they touch it. So it's safe if I touch it without any gloves. But I'm gonna put that in there and maybe mix a little bit of this other one on the very top for the garden soil and the chicken manure. For my seedlings, my seeds are currently on the inside of my house and they're like being prepped with the towel and everything. But the purpose of this video is for me to show you how I do my raised bed. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, right on the bottom, I'm going to cover all of my bottom part with a garden cloth or like landscape fabric. Right over here is this is leftover from my garden where I put it under the mulch. So we're gonna go ahead and cover the bottom neatly with this cloth. So you'll need a cloth and stapler and staples, which are right on the bottom right over here, and then a knife so you would cut the piece. So let's go ahead and get started with that process now. I'm going to put my raised bed on the other way because I want the thinner part of the raised bed to be on the top, so I'm gonna face it the other way and do the rest of the stuff.
Once you have your fabric on the ground, don't get a spade shovel, get a flat shovel. So when you go in there to mix it, you don't poke a hole through the fabric. So you can go gentle from one side, just go straight inward, get everything mixed. Same on that side. And don't be afraid to get dirty.
Don't wear tennis shoes though, wear boots. I have my Toms as well. Not the perfect shoes to wear your garden shoes.
And just go inward.
My box, I forgot, my raised bed, I forgot to say, this is a 4x4, and the potting mix gives you 3 square feet, cubic feet, I mean, 3 cubic feet of compost, of soil. So just to make sure you measure your raised bed before you go and buy a certain amount of potting mix, or raised bed and potting mix, because you gotta make sure it says raised bed, so it has enough nutrients for a raised bed to be there.
10 and a half.
What is it?
So 10 and a half by 4 feet. And 4 feet across too. Probably 4 feet and an inch. 4 feet and an inch and a half.
So 10 centimeters, 10 inches from the floor to the top.
And this is a pallet. It's a heat treated pallet. The inside 2x4s are heat treated. So I would say this is way better because it will hold better the screws. And it's I want to say rainproof. It will last you a lot longer than regular wood.
And the pallets usually have like a mark. I don't remember where. There it is. It has like a stamp that is being heat treated. If it's green or it says like chemical treated, don't use that, because then your soil is being next to the wood and it might penetrate and get all the other stuff that the wood was treated from. But let's get and finish putting the mix, the potting, the raised bed and potting mix into the raised bed. You see 10.5 inches high or deep with the 3 bags of the 3 cubic feet. Plus one of my garden soil all-purpose, and this is like the 0.75 cube, and one of the chicken manure bags. It actually filled up to the where I thought it would fill up. You see, remember I told you there's a 1 complete pallet and then he cut 1 in half. That's where it's like the height of the soil is. When you're about to go and put your seedlings, like I told you, this is the first time I do this. It recommends for you to do lines, like square it out and make sure you have certain amount of space between each of your seeds that you're planting. If you're planting seedlings or you're planting the seeds directly into the soil. And I put it in this spot because it'll get enough, at least I would say all day of sun, because most of your plants or your vegetables or anything need the most amount of sun needed possible, at least 6 or more hours. I do have an umbrella over here that if I need to maybe give them some shade before the greenhouse is ready, I can give them some shade with the umbrella. But that's basically all that there is to making your own raised bed. If you want to have your own fruits and vegetables and herbs at your house. Like I told you, the pallet was for free. Some places sell them for even $2, so or $4. Between $2 to $4. And remember to see the mark that it says heated, treated. The baggies of the raised bed and potting mix, I bought them in Home Depot, and they were $9 each. And this one we got it on sale at Lowe's for $2. The all-purpose garden soil for Miracle Grow, and the chicken manure, it's about $1.19. And I bought that one from Home Depot. So for the first time, like I told you, I didn't do my own compost or raised bed soil. I bought it. So for the first time, I think it's not bad for $9 making your own raised bed. So let's see how it goes with my seedlings that I already have in my house. So that is all for today's video. Remember, I'm not an expert. I'm just showing you my experience in doing a raised bed. If I did anything wrong, put it down in the comments below and instruct me. Don't hate me. Alrighty, thank you for subscribing and watching my video. If you like this kind of videos, do tell me in case I make another channel for just garden related videos. Right before I go, I just wanted to mention something. If you really are interested in me and sometimes my husband videos on gardening and our journey to gardening at our own house, please comment down below and see if we can do a separate channel from Monkey Business MB, since Monkey Business MB is not just garden related. Put it down below. Comment if you would like. If you would think you would be interested in us making a separate channel for only garden related videos, and show you guys how this corner of our garden could be filled up with more stuff. And that's the first thing. So please comment down below and tell us, or give a thumbs up to this video if a comment will be better if we should make another channel for our garden journey and our stuff. Thank you. Goodbye.